The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has just announced the registration of 14 new political parties. And altogether, Nigeria now has 67 political parties. And none of the opposition political parties can go it alone without a coalition. Unfortunately, the coalition we have is a coalition of rightist politicians. So there's no indication that the ADC, African Democratic, All Democratic Congress, or African Democratic Congress, ADC, will do anything better than the APC. Yeah, if only because the chieftains of the parties have been or were in the APC, were in the PDP, People's Democratic Party, and the so-called All Progressives Congress. Retrogressing Nigeria since 2015 till date. And unfortunately, everything is getting worse by the day. So, looking at the dramatic personnel of the African Democratic Congress, where is the indication that something positive will be derived from the ADC should it gain power? Look at the personalities. We know what Atiku Abubakar did as the vice president to President Olusegun Obasanjo. He was accused of corruption, and of course, both of them, the former President Obasanjo and his vice president Atiku Abubakar, built their own private universities after leaving power. So you don't need to consult the oracle to know that unbridled corruption happened. But again, so criticizing the APC, the policies and action of the APC, is no guarantee that the ADC will therefore do better. That was the same road taken by the APC when coming to power in 2015, and none of the promises made by the APC has been fulfilled, rather compounding the problem, adding herdsmen terrorism to the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community. And the president, Muhammadu Buhari, and now Bola Ahmed Tinubu, doubling himself as Nigeria's petroleum minister. You ask yourself, why? Why? Is that the provision of the law? So the two of them, the two old men, Muhammadu Buhari and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are greedy, self-centered people. And so they are not, oh my God, look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The non-existent of subsidy gone, all other subsidies gone, yet politicizing Islam and as a corollary Christianity. Or is it who among the leaders of the ODC will not politicize religion? Which one? Is it Atiku Abubakar, who said he urged the former president Olusegun Obasanjo to take up arms against the Boko Haram Muslim community? So the war will have started under Olusegun Obasanjo if he listened to Atiku. And Atiku saying it now is inadvertently saying that if he gets power, he will continue the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community. A war started by Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, perpetuated by 4 years under Goodluck Jonathan, 8 years under Muhammadu Buhari, more than 2 years under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So when will anybody ever defeat the Boko Haram Muslim community? It's not going to be possible because corruption that was at the root of it is even worse now than then. All subsidies are gone, yet sinking Nigeria in worse debts than the predecessors who didn't declare fuel subsidy and other subsidies gone. Oh my God. Nigerians should think twice. So I'm saying that these 67 political parties, if they are not clowns, should form a coalition. Give us a leftist political coalition to counter the rightist politicians. So you can, with his sentiment, Peter Obi is going to politicize Islam and Christianity. He demonstrated it when he was governor and even outside of power. Going to Rome for the funeral of a pope, going back to Rome for the installation of a new pope, going to Edo State to go and splash 5 million, or going to breakfast with a Muslim with whom he did not fast. All those things tell you that Peter Obi is not different from Malam Nasir El-Rufai, Rauf Aregbesola, Atiku Abubakar, and the rest of them. You see it, they are all sentimental Muslims. You can see now Bola Ahmed Tinubu is more concerned about Muslims who can afford more than 8 million naira to go on pilgrimage to Mecca. More than 8 million. They can afford it. And that is what Tinubu is encouraging, so as to be in the good books of Muslims who will support him sentimentally as they did for past leaders, including Muhammadu Buhari and now Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we need a leftist political coalition to give us a young, vibrant Igbo person. Yes, because this issue of political order, justice and equity, very vital. Very, very vital to peace. No justice, no peace is the motto. And so, where is the justice? When you remove subsidies from basic necessities of life to fund pilgrimages. So, the only things exempted from subsidy are funding pilgrimage boards and subsidizing pilgrimages. So, and these people, El-Rufai, Aregbesola, Raufu, even Rotimi Amechi, all of them are religiously sentimental, So Christianity, Islam have replaced morality with religion. It's not about morality, it's about religion, And now you can see it. People can afford 8 million to go on pilgrimage, still of enjoying greater attention of Bola Ahmed Tinubu while claiming to be transferring funds to indigent households, and we don't know the indigent households, and asking students to come for loan. So on a very serious note, out of 67 political parties, let the leftists among them form a coalition. Give us a vibrant Igbo person that Nigerian youths can rally around and flush out these old cargoes. That's the point I'm making. Flush out these old cargoes. All of them are old cargoes. Atiku Abubakar, Rauf Aregbesola, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, Rotimi Amechi, Peter Obi. Which is which? Mention the name for me. You criticizing the APC, fine, but that was how APC was vibrant in criticizing the People's Democratic Party, only to do worse than the People's Democratic Party. So your promise already is scandalous. For Atiku Abubakar to want to succeed Muhammadu Buhari and to be obstacle to North, South and zonal justice, Unfortunately, Peter Obi himself has started saying that where a person comes from does not matter but competence. Therefore, supporting the idea that Atiku Abubakar can emerge as Nigeria's president. Scandalous. All of this. So, are these the people from whom you are expecting the best? That was how Nigerians, I don't know, of course, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was imposed on Nigeria by his political party in power under the presidency of Muhammadu Buhari. So understandable. But unless we have a leftist political coalition to deal with these issues and pave way for Nigeria's peace and progress, it will not be possible. All these some of these leftists saying that no, it's not about where you come from, but that you are competent. What is competence? Who is competent? Who is competent? Nobody is competent. But Nigerians must shelve their religious sentimentalism to go for the development of their nation. That's what I'm saying. And I see the leftists as the only people who may do it. Because they will focus developmental issues. But it's not possible if you don't have a sense of justice and equity. And just saying that I don't believe in rotational presidency. What do you believe in? In chaotic presidency.